as well as here on Clubhouse. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I definitely appreciate your time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It is 23:03 in Tokyo, so it is 3 minutes past 11 p.m. So we are gradually getting into July 6th, like Tuesday is finishing for us, and we are gradually getting into the next day. So I know it's like morning wherever you are, maybe afternoon wherever you are, maybe evening wherever you are, but it is night here and I'm preparing to go to bed. So thank you guys so much for joining me on One Scholarship a Day. So I'll start with my intro as usual. Hello everybody, my name is Sylvie and I am the founder of LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com. LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com is a website where we curate scholarships for international students and we prepare students to apply for scholarships. We do that through group classes, through one-on-one classes, and through stand-alone services. So if you need help with preparing to apply for a scholarship or you don't know how to go about the process, feel free to go to learnhowtogetascholarship.com, book, and we are going to work with you either through a group class, depending on which one you want, a one-on-one class, or if you just need help with your research proposal, with your statement of purpose, or with your CV or a specific document as you're applying for your scholarship, we are going to work with you and we are going to get you ready to apply for those scholarships. So definitely go to learnhowtogetascholarship.com and check it out. Also, you guys, I have a YouTube channel and there I curate scholarships for international students. And I always recommend for everybody when you go to the YouTube channel, there is a series there called Top 10 Fully Funded Scholarships for International Students in 2021 that you can apply to right now. I don't know about all of you, but if it wasn't for a fully funded scholarship, I wouldn't have been able to do my master's and PhD practically for free. That inspired me to want to tell everybody about how to get fully funded scholarships. Right now, I'm actually working on a series for the Knight Hennessy Scholars Program, which is a scholarship for international students at Stanford University. I'm going to be releasing the videos maybe sometime either by the end of this week or early next week. I think it's going to be either a 5-part series or maybe like a 6-part series. I'm not too sure, but I'm giving you step-by-step guide on how to apply to the Knight Hennessy Scholars Program. And I like it because it's a fully funded program. So when you go to the YouTube channel, just binge watch those series of fully funded scholarships. Take notes, some of them, of course, the deadlines have passed, but that is okay. I always tell you all my sweet spot in terms of application timeline is start preparing at least 1 year early. Start preparing 1 year early because you get all the documents ready. If you need recommendation letters, you get them ready. If you need some other application documents, you get them ready and prepare yourself to apply for the scholarships. So definitely do well to go to the YouTube channel, check it out, subscribe, tell some people about the channel, share it with your friends, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, anyone in your local community. Tell them about it to go check it out. Here on Clubhouse, this conversation is brought to you by the Study Abroad Club. So please click that tiny house above my head, go and follow the club, and I'm going to invite you all to be members. Alrighty, I'm done with my intro, so I'm going to get to our scholarship for the day. Normally, when I come on Clubhouse to talk about scholarships, we always say everybody get your pens, your papers, something that you take notes on, and you take notes because you're going to need it to go check for the scholarship later. But on One Scholarship a Day, you do not have to. You really do not have to, because I'm going to tweet out the link to the scholarship. I'm going to tweet it out sometime along as we get through the day, as we get through the program today. I'm going to tweet it out. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, please go there, follow me, and you can just scroll through my Twitter feed. You're going to see links of various scholarships because I started doing this sometime in May. I think May 19th. That is when I started doing this daily, all weekdays. So that tells you the number of scholarships that you can find on my Twitter feed. So definitely go check it out, and I'm going to tweet out the link to this scholarship sometime later. And of course, if you are in the audience, you have a question, or if you are on Instagram and you have a question here, please feel free to put your questions in the comment section. And for those on Clubhouse, feel free to raise your hand, come up on stage, and we are going to have a conversation. Alrighty, let's get to our scholarship for the day. I'm excited about this scholarship because I think sometime last 2 weeks or so, we had a scholarship to Switzerland, and since then we haven't had a scholarship to Switzerland again. So this is very interesting to me. Today I'm coming to you with a scholarship to Switzerland, and it is called the MTJ International Scholarships at the Geneva Academy of International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights, Switzerland. It's such a long name. It's called the MTJ International Scholarships 2021. This is at the Geneva Academy of International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights. So if you're thinking if humanitarian law, human rights is something that you're interested in, if it's something that you study, definitely do well to check out this particular scholarship. The deadline for this scholarship is September 13th. So you still kind of have some time to get your documents ready, to run around and put everything together. You still kind of have some time to get everything ready. So I think that you can make it. I think you can make it. If Switzerland is a study destination that you're interested in, you're thinking about going to study in Switzerland, definitely do well to consider this particular scholarship. And of course, the disciplines that I mentioned already, those who study something related to human rights, those who study something related to law. This particular scholarship is at the master's level, you guys. It's at the master's level. So if you are a bachelor student or you are a PhD student, I'm sorry, this scholarship is not for you. This scholarship is not for you. But as I always say, it's okay. If it is not for you, please do well to be a vessel. Spread it to your friend, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, someone within your local church, someone in your local community. Be that vessel. Tell them about the scholarship. Give them information about it, and let them go and apply for it. Who knows whose life you are going to be changing just through spreading some information. Alrighty, let's do a deep dive. Let's look at the scholarship. Let's see, are we going to be applying for it, or we are not going to be applying for it? Where the money at? Y'all know I always focus on where the money at. How much are we looking at here? Is this going to be a fully funded scholarship? Is it going to be a partially funded scholarship? I read a bit about it, so I'm interested in sharing with you all how the funding structure of the scholarship looks like. So let's get right into it. Let's read a bit about the scholarship, then we can get into the details about it later on. So it says that we offer partial and full scholarships for LLM in International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights. So there you have it. There you have it on the first line. We offer partial and full scholarships for our LLM and in International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights, as well as full scholarships for our Master of Advanced Studies in Transitional Justice, Human Rights, and the Rule of Law. So you see, they have full scholarships as well as they have partially funded scholarships. This is amazing. It says partial scholarships cover tuition fees, full scholarships cover tuition fees and living expenses in Geneva for 10 months. And living expenses in Geneva for 10 months. So if you are thinking about going to Switzerland to study, definitely do well to consider this particular scholarship. It says that we only provide full scholarship for students of non-Western countries. And then they have a list of countries that they are talking about here. So if you're from a non-Western country, know that you can definitely get a fully funded scholarship to go study in Switzerland. And then it says that we also provide every year a partial scholarship for EU citizens. So they give them some money for the studies. These scholarships are allocated through a highly competitive process based on criteria established by scholarship donors, and which notably include academic merit. How are your grades looking at? You remember we always say we are going for A's and A's. While in high school, while doing our bachelor's, how is our transcript looking like? How are our grades looking like? This is extremely important because that is the first thing that gets your foot in the door. That is why it's always important that we take the grades seriously. We make sure that we get those A's and A's, because when we start thinking about scholarships, fully funded scholarships, that is what is going to put our foot in the door. It's extremely important to get those good grades. Secondly, it says extracurricular achievements. So what are those things that you have been doing alongside your studies? Have you just been a bookworm, or you've been doing other things along the way? What have you been doing? How have that impacted you? What are the things you've been doing? Can you demonstrate it? Sometimes it's like, I was doing some research throughout the day about the Schwarzman scholarship, and they were talking a lot about leadership potential and the things that you have done within your community. Can you demonstrate that? Paints a picture. When did you start? How has the process been going? What are the accomplishments that you've done? Have you been able to change from one structure of things to the other? How can we see that? Can you paint a picture for us to be able to understand? If we are able to understand and see that you have a track record of all of these extracurricular activities, leadership activities, all of those add up in order to make you a strong candidate for the scholarship. Alrighty, the next thing that it says, and the candidate's financial needs, which means that you probably have to submit something that has to do with like a statement of income. Maybe if you are a kid who is still sponsored by your parents, statement of income of your parents to show that yes, you need the finances to be able to do the study, and without the finances you may really not be able to survive really well. So those type of income statements, documents that are issued by banks and things like that, you will have to submit it. Income statement for your parents or somebody, you will have to submit those documents in order to apply for the scholarship. Alrighty, let us talk a bit about the application. It says scholarship request must be submitted with the candidate's application. This is good. This is good because it means that you don't need to go through two different application procedures. I told you all already, I'm working on a series, the Knight Hennessy Scholars Program at Stanford. It's like two huge application procedures because you have to apply to Stanford University and then you apply for the scholarship. But you see this one, they are saying that it is actually done together. It is done together. So it says when applying, you must choose between the two tracks. For example, application with scholarship, partial or full, or application without scholarship. So there are some people who are just like, I don't need no money. I can do this all by myself. My bank account is good enough. Well, there are some people like that. Unfortunately, I am not one of them, and I don't know about you. I don't know if you're one of those people. Alrighty, let us see. Let's see. Okay, if you apply for both tracks, your application will be considered under the non-scholarship track. So please don't choose both. Choose one and stick to it. Choose the one that is important to you. And then it says successful applicants who choose only the non-scholarship track cannot subsequently be considered for a scholarship. So please, if you need a scholarship, when you fill out your application form, state it there that you need a scholarship. Don't try to overdo things and then finally you lose the options to get scholarships from both, like either the full funded scholarship or the partially funded scholarship. Don't go there doing the most. Just go there and do what you have to do. Indicate that you need the scholarship and keep it pushing. It says, non-Western countries. Let's talk about the application. Scholarship request must be submitted with the candidate's application. Yes. Both tracks. Yes. Other funding sources. So they say that in case you're not able to afford it, let's say you don't get a scholarship, there are other ways through which, if you really want to study in Switzerland, there are other ways through which you can get your studies funded. So they have like government loans, government-related scholarships, NGO scholarships, UK governments, some other government scholarship, private grants, and other things. They have like a list of funding sources that you can check it out. So if that is something that you're interested in, you guys do well to definitely go apply for the scholarship. So our scholarship for July 6th was the MTJ International Scholarships 2021 at the Geneva Academy of International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights. This is a scholarship for international students who want to go study in Geneva at the master's level, who are interested in either human rights or law. The scholarship deadline is September 13th, 2021. So if you want to apply, you still have some time. The link to this scholarship is going to be in my Twitter account right now. I'm going to tweet it out right now. So I hope that everyone, Nishani, Betha, Esther, Paul, Juliet, Ruth, I hope you all follow me on Twitter because I'm going to tweet out the link to the scholarship right now. When you go to Twitter, please do well to tweet it out, retweet it, like the tweet, retweet it, such that those within your network can also be informed about the scholarship. That's what I always say, be a vessel. Be a vessel because probably you may be helping somebody when you do that. And then the second thing that I always do, because I have noticed sometimes people still send me messages asking, yeah, but is this the page of the scholarship though? So I don't want to have to answer like each and everybody, or I forget to respond to somebody's message. So I take a screenshot of the official page of the scholarship and I put it in my Instagram stories. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, definitely do well to go there, follow me on Instagram, check my stories. When I end this live in the next 10-15 minutes ish, I'm going to put the official scholarship page in my Instagram story. So when you go to Twitter and you find the link to the scholarship, compare what you're seeing with what you're going to see in my Instagram stories to be sure that you are on the right page. Alrighty, so our scholarship for today again was the MTJ scholarships for international students at the Geneva Academy for International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights in Switzerland. It's at the master's level. If you're thinking about going to study in Switzerland and you are a human rights student, a law student, definitely do well to check out the scholarship. You have fully funded scholarships as well as you have partially funded scholarships. So definitely do well to check it out. Apply to the scholarships. And if the scholarship is not for you, please be a vessel. Spread the information to a brother, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, someone in your local community, someone in your local market. Share the information. Don't keep it to yourself. Definitely don't keep it to yourself. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for being here. Ruth, Nishani, Bitha, Esther, Juliet, Ruth again, okay, Prasad and Mindu. Does anyone have a question? If you have a question, maybe just about your application process, about this particular scholarship, feel free to raise your hand, come up on stage, and we can do a chit chat while I tweet out the link to the scholarship. And if no one has a question, I'm going to close it out because, as I always tell you all, I try to keep one scholarship a day to below 30 minutes because I don't want to have a burnout. I started this on May 19th, and I've been showing up daily every weekday from Mondays to Fridays. I don't want to have a burnout, so I want to keep coming back. So I try to keep it below 30 minutes because sometimes conversations on Clubhouse can go long. Conversations on Clubhouse can go 2-3 hours and you don't know when the time is going by just because conversations are good. The conversations you're having are good. So sometimes that can happen. So I'm trying to make sure that I put some guardrails so I can take care of me, so I can come back every day here to take care of you and keep giving you all of this information. So those on Instagram, if you have a question, put it in the comment section. I'm going to answer you. And those on Clubhouse, please feel free to raise your hand, come up on stage, and we are going to have a chit chat. So right now, I am on my way to Twitter. I am going to tweet out the link to the scholarship right now. So if you do not follow me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me. Go ahead and follow me because that is where you are going to find the scholarship. I'm going to take a screenshot of the official page of the scholarship. I'll put it in my Instagram stories. So I hope you all follow me on Instagram because that is where you're going to find it. You'll find it in my Instagram stories. Alrighty. Okay. All right. I've tweeted out the scholarship. I have tweeted it out. It's live now on my Twitter account. Y'all go check it out. And if you're interested in it, definitely do well to apply. No one on Clubhouse has raised their hand. No one on Instagram has asked any question in the Instagram stories, in the Instagram comment section. So I'll consider that as everyone is fine. Okay, Esther raised her hand. I'm going to bring up Esther for a bit. We are going to do a little chit chat and then we are going to close it out. Oh, was it mistakenly? All right, I think she put her hand back down. All right, cool. So, okay. All right, I'm going to try to bring you up again. And let's see how that goes. Alrighty, Esther, thank you for raising your hand, coming up on stage. Do you have a question to share with us or do you have a resource to share with us?
Hey, I actually have a question. I tried looking for Instagram yesterday, but of course, since I'm not on Twitter, so I tried looking for the Instagram page, but I couldn't find it. Can you please maybe just repeat your name?
If you tap my face here on Clubhouse, scroll right down to the end of the page. You're just going to see my Instagram there. All you need to do is just tap on it and it's going to take you to my page.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, just scroll right down to the end of the page on Clubhouse and you're going to find a link to my Instagram. You're also going to find a link to my Twitter, you guys, in case I should keep on saying that because maybe some people are new to Clubhouse and they are not too sure how it works. So yes, if you just tap my face here on go to my bio, scroll right down to the end, you're going to see the link to my Twitter, you're going to see the link to my Instagram. So definitely go follow both and you're going to get enough information. Alrighty, I think that we are done for the day. No one has a question. Everyone on Clubhouse is fine. Everyone on Instagram is fine. So I wish you all good luck in your scholarship application journey. I hope that you all get to get the scholarships you're applying for. Remember, our scholarship for today is a full scholarship. It has a full scholarship option and it has a partially funded scholarship option for international students who want to go study in Switzerland. The deadline is in September. I don't remember the date, September 11th, September 3rd. I think September 11th. So you still have some time to apply for it if you are a human rights student or a law student. Definitely go check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Sylvie. I am the founder of LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com. LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com is a website where we curate scholarships for international students and we prepare students to apply for scholarships. We do that through group classes, through one-on-one classes. So if you're thinking about applying for a scholarship, you're not sure about how to go about it, you're not sure how to go through like the procedures and everything, definitely go to the website, join a group class, join a one-on-one class. Or if you need help just with your research proposal or with your personal statement, we have these mini workshops that we do online. We get you ready, make sure that your research proposal is ready, your statement of purpose is ready, or any other document that you're going to be using to apply for the scholarships is ready to get you applying for those scholarships. It's a prep academy, so we prep you to apply for scholarships. So here on Clubhouse, I bring you this conversation in the Study Abroad Club. So do well to click that tiny house above my head and follow the club. I'm going to invite you all to be members. So please do that. And also, I have a YouTube channel where I curate scholarships for international students. And when you go there, please make sure you make use of all the resources. Top 10 fully funded scholarship videos. If you are looking for a fully funded scholarship, definitely check out that entire series. Take notes when you do that. Take notes when you do that. And then when you start taking those notes, slowly you're going to have a list of 10, 15, 20 fully funded scholarships. Then you start sorting it out because not all scholarships are for you. Some are not for you. Some are for other people. Sort it out. If it's not for you, throw it out fast. Don't spend time trying to apply for a scholarship that you're not eligible for or a scholarship that is not for you. Go through that sorting process early. Then you pick and choose which ones you're going to be applying for, and then you go ahead and start preparing the application documents. And if the deadline has passed, that is okay. If the deadline has passed, that is okay. Get ready, put the documents together, and go ahead and apply for them. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. I don't know what time it is in your part of the world. This is Tuesday, 11:25 p.m. in Tokyo. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all are doing well. I wish you a good rest of the day. I'm going to see you on Wednesday where we are going to talk about another scholarship. And then y'all look out if you're thinking about studying in the US. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn the notifications on because I'm going to start releasing those videos about the series that I'm doing on the Knight Hennessy fully funded scholarship program to Stanford University. Sometime either by the end of this week or early next week, I'll be releasing those videos. So definitely go subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so that you're informed. If you're thinking about going to study in the US and you want a fully funded scholarship to go through that entire process, and it's Stanford, so of course the standards are high. So it is important that you're meticulous in the process. You put your best foot forward because guess what? Everyone around the world, they are coming ready. I've been doing research about the scholarship. Universities are preparing their students to apply for it. Different colleges are preparing their students to apply for it. So you definitely don't want to go there lost. You need help in order to get through the process. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you have a question, feel free to DM me on Instagram and I'm going to respond. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.